You are on mute. Mute.
What? Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Deputies Corner.
Listen, Deputies Corner is a show where we showcase deputies from across the domain. And it might not just be deputies, it could be the people that take the trash out. It could be you next, Just don't matter.
The trash people, though?
Right.
Come on now. But anyway, we have one mission in life, and that's to make you want to come back to the show and see us every month.
Listen, I am your favoriteest host. My name is Big. I know it say Noble Chase Rankin, honorary past potentate, but my name is Big. From Palestine Temple number 18, Oasis of Mobile, Desert of Alabama. South, stand up.
I'm the only host that matters. My name is Daughter Alehandra Philip, past commandress, Magnus Court number 100, Oasis of Alexandria, Desert of Virginia.
Whoop, whoop.
So look, Big, can you believe we are only a little bit over 30 days for Imperial Session? Are you excited?
Man, I'm so ready for Imperial Session. I'm so amped up. I'm just going to have the best time of my life. You ready?
Look, I went on Google. You know, Google's my friend. Google does everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a search on Explore St. Louis. They have this event called the Blues at the Arch Festival. And we're going to have a video to show y'all what it's about.
We are so excited to be a part with the Gateway Arch Park Foundation for Blues at the Arch, bringing live blues music to the Arch grounds.
I just heard it was a free concert. It was a beautiful night.
Blues. And I love everybody dancing and singing and having a great time.
This is something that can bring people down here.
With the new Gateway Arch Park and the Blues Museum, and really bringing people downtown to St. Louis.
Look at the diversity. Look at the crowd.
It brings out a variety of people.
Young, old, black, white.
South, north, east, west.
Bring your blanket, bring your chair, come on down, bring your friends.
The weather's great this time of year.
It's worth your while.
I love it. It's a lot of fun.
I love St. Louis.
Hey, this is St. Louis and we love the blues.
So let me tell you, they showed that video, but what they didn't tell y'all is that at St. Louis, this hotel, there is a 360. I'm sorry, I'm over here talking about all types of stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about the Arch Festival. This is gonna be August. It's the 13th and the 14th, right?
Yeah, the 13th and 14th, they're gonna have food trucks, they're gonna have music, parties, all types of stuff.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be like from 12 to 8. I might go there. I'm gonna try to get up in there, but my main thing is I want to make it to this Ample Park because I'm a kid at heart. So the Ample Park, first and foremost, they got laser tag. You hear me? Laser tag, go-karts. They got all the arcade machines because that's just my little thing. And they got the axe throwing. I've been practicing. I got an axe in my backyard. So I've been practicing that. I'm gonna throw a couple axes and stuff. They also got they're also going to have food. They got food and drinks and everything in there. So I'm gonna have a whole
look, Big, I don't mean to cut you off. Well, I always cut you off anyway. Right. But there's a video about Amp Up Park because right now you all over the place. So let Tech show the video.
All right. Told y'all. You see that? That's gonna go-karts right there. Y'all don't see them?
Yeah, look, laser tag. Oh, right. It's on. I don't know about that.
I'm not getting on that right there. I ain't got time. But I definitely will beat you in go-karting because that's just what I do.
You can't fit in the go-kart. Don't do that.
Yes, I can. I'm just tall and long. See, I got a whole axe in the backyard that I've been throwing at this tree.
Why you got an axe in the backyard?
Because I got an axe and I got a tree back there and I throw it at the tree. I miss it, but I be trying.
Look, this look fun.
I'm not ziplining in no. That line is not weighted for me. See, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna ride the motorcycle and everything.
Okay, we done with Amp Up Park. You just keep going like you a big kid at heart. But look, there is a baseball game going on Friday. It's the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Rumor is that we're trying to get some free tickets, but we're going to find out for sure and give it away at a segment that we're doing all about St. Louis at Imperial Session the first week of August.
Make sure you say a rumor because we ain't show yet. We're going to try to get some free tickets for y'all. There ain't no guarantees nowhere, okay? Outside of that, my other thing that I want to do is they're going to have a concert. It's going to be Brian McKnight, okay? Brian McKnight, Life Jennings. I'm talking about Life, that guy right there. And it's going to be SWV. So when you can get Weekend in These, I'm going to be there. It's going to be the 13th at 8 o'clock. It's going to be at the Stifle Theater. And now the tickets, they ain't that high. You know, they're like 75 to 149, somewhere around that little area or whatever. But I'm going to be there because I got to sing my songs.
Y'all gonna tell us who sponsors this, Chase? Come on now.
Oh, no. Who's sponsoring the show today? The sponsor for the show today is going to be the IMI department. We're going to have a game show called the Inquisition. Now, what I want y'all to do is go ahead and sign up for your teams. It's going to be teams of 3. It can be nobles and daughters mixed up. You can be from any oasis, any desert. Now, the deadline to register is going to be August 1st. Now, we're going to have a prize for the winners. The winners. We ain't got no prizes for everybody.
We ain't got no money.
Your favorite host, which is going to be me, of course. And we're going to bring Alehandra along as well, you know. And we're going to have questions. It's going to be Black History questions and Shrine questions. I got one question right now that I'm sure y'all don't know the answer to. I ain't even going to give it to you. Who gave the I Have a Dream speech?
You don't even know. Why are you even asking? You don't even know, but check it, y'all. So the registration will be available on the QR code starting 1 August. I'm starting this Monday. Hey, turn off your song. What you doing? You about to get fired, dude. But anyway, you can register starting Monday using the QR code that you find on this on the actual flyer. So look, everybody has events. We have events all through the year. But if you want us to market your event on this show, go ahead and send it to PR@aeaonms.org.
Deputies Corner is live, as you can tell, just like I got a phone call on my iPad. Don't know how that happened, but y'all heard it. So what you can do is like, comment, subscribe, share, screenshot, put it all in the chat pane. We might pull you up on the screen. You might be the next person we feature on this show.
So on top of that, y'all, like he said, it's live. So y'all have to go ahead and drop your Temple Court name in there so we could, shout y'all out. Without it, we can't shout y'all out. Right. But on today's show, we are spotlighting 2 deputies. There won't be no fezzes. There won't be no collars. We just have straight conversation. Our first guest today is the deputy for the Desert of Korea, Daughter Tondra R. Madison, past commanderess. She's from Asalam Court, number 214, the Oasis of Daegu, the Desert of Korea.
Look at you saying the name.
You saw how I said that? Hey, deputy, how you doing?
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
We are good. I am good.
Awesome.
I guess he okay too.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing, Noble Rankin?
She just threw me to the side. I saw her. Let me introduce the other deputy then. The deputy of the desert, honorary past imperial potentate, Sidney R. Thomas Jr. He is out of Al-Baki Temple, Baki Temple, number 271. Oasis of Don, Jushan, and Desert of Korea. I messed that all the way up.
You sure did.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you.
Deputy, since I messed that up so bad, would you mind saying your temple, desert, and oasis, as well as telling us a little bit about yourself? What you do for a living?
All right. So it's Al-Baki Temple number 271, Oasis of Dongdushan, Desert of Korea.
Ooh, all right. Can you say that again?
Dongdushan.
Got it. Right. Now, what you do for a living?
All right. So I am currently now a Department of the Army civilian. All right. So just to get a little background of myself, I'm a retired U.S. Army officer. I'm from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Attended Alcorn State University, where I received a degree in electrical engineering a long, long time ago. Right. It was during that time I was commissioned a second lieutenant, and then I went on active duty upon graduation. Also, while I was at Alcorn, I pledged Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and also became a Prince Hall Mason in the most worshipful Stringer Grand Lodge of Mississippi. Being in the military allowed me to actually travel the world for the job, of course, but also travel as a Mason and a Shriner. And Masonically, I've served in leadership position in all houses, past district deputy, Grand Master, District number 10 here in Korea, which is part of Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Washington. Sovereign Grand Inspector General, the Ancient Accepted Scottish Rite Northern Jurisdiction, Prince Hall affiliated. And in the Shrine, served in almost all positions, and now proudly serving as the Deputy Desert of Korea. Proud father of 2 grown folk. Now, I ain't gonna say children, grown folk. All right. And then I got 1 granddaughter. All right. That's the child. All right. And then, like I mentioned, I'm a Department of the Army civilian. And the current job title is, Chief of the Multinational Logistics Division for United States Forces Korea.
I need a job.
You was a little heavy.
Look, can I get a job? Oh my goodness. Right. But check it, y'all. So we said several times, this is a live show. We can't spotlight y'all. Y'all drop y'all temple, y'all court, oasis, whatever you want to spotlight. We can't put it in the spotlight on the show if y'all don't put it. So go ahead, drop all of that information in the chat pane so we could bring y'all up and shout y'all out. Y'all got that? Okay.
I got it.
So I next, I want to talk to daughter Madison, but can I call you Tondra? Because that's what I call you. So can I call you Tondra?
You can call me Tondra, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'm only 40 years. You ain't got to call me ma'am.
It's okay.
Okay. So Tondra, same question. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do for a living?
Okay. I am a country girl from Ashburn, Georgia. U.S. Army veteran of 20 years. I am a fur mom to 2 babies, Blue and Charlie. I also am a Department of Defense civilian. And right now I'm in Korea for the 3rd time. So I'm a supervisory team lead with the great 411 Contracting Support Brigade here at Camp Humphreys, where I'm responsible for ensuring performance of all necessary actions for effective contracting, ensuring compliance with the terms and conditions of the contract, and safeguarding the interests of the United States in any contractual relationships. I too belong to that great state of Washington, Prince Hall Masonry, and I belong to all 7 female houses and a past in 6, and currently serving as the Imperial Deputy for the Desert of Korea.
Listen, y'all got some real job. See, I knew I should have went to the military. Nobody told me.
You weren't gonna make it.
I know. I'm too hard.
You weren't gonna make it.
I'm too hard-headed. Deputy Thomas, I'm gonna call you Mr. Depp, and Miss Tondra gonna be Mrs. Depp just because it's simple.
All right.
All right.
Mr. Depp. So the rumor has it.
Why you keep first? Let me cut you off. Why are you calling them Mr. and Mrs. Depp? Because you to change.
Well, I'm gonna call both of them Depp, but I'm gonna be like Mr. Depp, and then Mrs. Depp, or I'm gonna call them Deputy Thomas and then Deputy Madison. I don't know. It might just come out a little different. Anyway,
we get it.
Deputy Thomas, you used to be a member of Asalam Temple, and now you're a member of Al-Baki Temple. Al-Baki. Why that change? How does it feel to change over a little bit?
Yeah, Aslam Temple was my one and only temple for the last 27 years. But my loyalty is, to the desert of Korea. So a couple of years back, the Imperial Potentate issued the Desert of Korea a challenge to grow this desert by one temple and one court. And I'm proud to say that we did that. Al-Baqi Temple number 271, and not to steal that Madison's thunder, Ararat Court number 246. A lot of hard work went into that. And, let me take this platform to thank all those who made it possible. Who understood, the big picture and made the switch from their mother temple to form the new temple. All right. So I asked nobles from Asalam and Ararat temples for volunteers, to form this new temple. And I could not, in good faith, ask them to do something that I wasn't willing to do. Right. All right. So I switched to set the example. All right. If I can switch after 27 years in one temple, surely you can switch with 1 year or 5 years or 4 years in your temple. So, and I tell you, I didn't look back. It feels great. Especially it feels great to be part of something new and to be part of something that we were all able to accomplish, together.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Tondra, first of all, I want to know when you come on here, I want to know what time it is over there because it's early. It is early.
It is now 1:17 in the morning.
Oh, baby, but you look gorgeous. Let me tell you
thank
something.
You. That's what Zeta does.
Hey, but has it been a challenge, with the time zone, coming on these different meetings and trainings that the Imperial or whoever hasn't that been a challenge for you?
No, it hasn't been a challenge. When you're dedicated and love doing what you do, it's easy. So I think my biggest challenge is, I just got a new dog, and my biggest challenge is getting him to be quiet when the alarm goes off because he thinks it's for him, and just getting him to be quiet. So a challenge, no, I'm good.
You have the same issue with Chase, trying to get him to be quiet. So I know.
Hey, don't tell my business on here now. It's time for our favorite part of the show, the best part of the show, the rep your set. That's the time when you put your temple name, your court name, your sister, cousin, baby daddy name, all in the chat pane. And we're going to shout them out any chance we get. So go ahead, drop it down there. We're going to pull you up on the screen. Let's go for the rep your set. Oh, I'm going to shout out Palestine Temple number 18, just because it's right there.
Kikuziki Temple number 184. What's going on?
We got Tabir.
That's my court.
Say it again.
Tabir Court number 206. They created
right there. Asalam Court number 214, Desert of Korea. Stand up.
Mizwa Temple 213. What's going on?
Arabia Temple number 12, Oasis of Portsmouth, Desert of Virginia, home of the fishbowl.
We got Asalim Court number 214. Y'all up early in the morning.
Hey, I'm talking about in the middle of the night. We got the Desert of Colorado.
That's the Imperial Deputy for the Desert, Lord. We got Honorary Past Commandress of Neighbor Court. What's going on?
We got Second Lieutenant Tate of Arak Court, number 246, Desert of Korea.
We got Deputy for the Desert of El Paso, Honorary Past Imperial Commandress Simmons, and ladies and gentlemen, that was what you said.
I'm going to have to learn how to read.
You just figured that out.
Right.
So, Sidney, do you mind if I call you Sidney?
I do not mind at all. Mama gave me the name, so it's fine with me.
Okay. So, you have been a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I know I messed that all up, right? Don't tell nobody. I am so sorry. But how does it feel? Y'all ain't gonna do that to me. How does it feel working alongside Deputy Madison, Tondra, who is your constitutionally bound sister? My sister, my soror.
Hey, see, I like that question. See, you get it. See, I like that. So, I pledged Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated fall of 1984, Alcorn State University. I know, I don't look it, but I'm that old. But I played Fall 84 Alpha Beta chapter, Alcorn State University in Lorman, Mississippi. So this November will be 38 years in the fraternity.
I wasn't even born.
So Tondra, Dep Madison, has been my friend for over 13 years, I bet you. And I couldn't be prouder to have her as my counterpart here in the desert. So, that Sigma Zeta relationship is just that indescribable bond is just something that, we know about it, but, you just can't explain it, right? So, we got each other's back. We talk, we plan, we collaborate so that the desert see that their two leaders are, in sync and on one accord. And that's how we accomplish what the things that we need to accomplish.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, of course, they just mentioned that daughter Tondra, Deputy Tondra, Deputy Madison, one of the three.
Why do you keep looking up? What's in the sky?
Tondra's fine.
All right, Tondra. They just mentioned that you are a final woman of Zeta Phi Beta Incorporated. How hard?
So I gotta cut you off real quick because you're not on comms. He's talking. The director's talking in my ear. You lost your AirPods, and we don't tell you to fix you like 50 million times. I need you to do better, Chase, before you get fired.
I'm gonna get fired anyway. That ain't nothing new.
They're gonna rehire you.
I live.
Yes.
So you've been a member of, how long have you been a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority, and how is it balancing the two between the organization and Zeta?
So I became a member of Zeta Phi Beta Incorporated in spring of 2019. And yes, it's always a great day to belong to a final womanhood. So as an awesome Alabama Zeta, belonging to Psi Alpha Zeta chapter of Madison, Alabama, and also a member of Asalam Court number 214. That's an easy task for me right now. Being in Korea, I still support my chapter abroad by attending meetings and, just working on the committees. Because right now I'm still the file actor for my chapter. So, and as in any organization that I belong to, I take my obligations seriously. So I try to do my best to be present and accounted for within each organization. But for Zeta, it's just like virtually right now. But Asalam, yeah, I'm fully engaged. But between the two organizations, it's just about time management and supporting each organization to the best of my ability.
I'm sorry, like I gotta say Z-Fi. I'm sorry.
Yes,
it's in my soul. I gotta say it. Sidney, where do you see the desert of Korea in the near future?
Well, my vision for the desert, has always been to be the premier assemblage of nobles that we attract and we retain the highly qualified men that we are. So we need to do that in order to practice the tenets of Shrindom. And that is what we strive to do at all times. So I could continue to see the desert being a benevolent and charitable organization, and that we actively help, aid, and assist the communities in which we live here in Korea, and they need it just as much as the communities back in the States need it. In my desert strategic plan, I have 4, what I call lines of efforts, and under each effort there are several different tasks that we must accomplish in order to reach the goals that we set. And the main line of effort is growth. I see more growth for the desert in the upcoming year or two. All right, and growth in membership, of course, and even growth with an additional temple. So I won't go into details on that, but you know, we're working. All right.
Awesome. So look, we are going to the favorite segment of the show. That is Rep Your Set. So go ahead, drop your name, your temple, your oasis, whatever you want to drop. Don't drop your baby mama and baby daddy like he says. But put it in there so we can pull you up and shout you out.
Shout out to illustrious Commander Sharon Kane.
Lord, in rank court number 55, Oasis of Madison, Desert, North Carolina.
Honorary Past Imperial Potentate Don Mills of the Imperial Photography Department. Yeah.
We got Arabic number 44, Oasis of Chicago, Desert of Illinois.
Ed Food Court number 247, Washington, D.C. Stand up.
Oral Court number 20, what's going on?
Coming from the Magic City, Oasis of Birmingham, Desert of Alabama, daughter Tamika Huntington, past commanders. Shout out.
We got Rahman Court number 243, Oasis of Pine Bluff, Desert of Arkansas, Team IMR.
We got Thieves Court number 191, Oasis of Nuremberg, Desert of Western Europe. They all over the place.
We got Honorary Past Commander Jackie Netherland, Moolah Court number 22.
Moolah.
Desert of Tennessee.
We got the Deputy of Oasis of Court number 85, Oasis of Waynesboro, Tennessee.
We got Past Commander from Azim Court 104, San Diego, California.
We got daughter Maggie Caldwell Freeman, past commanders of Thieves Court number 191, Oasis of Nuremberg, Desert of Western Europe.
We got the illustrious commanders of Moolah Court number 22, Oasis of Memphis, Desert of Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, that was what you said.
No, we had a whole bunch of people that time. See, people listening. They listening out here.
Like, you need to work on how to pronounce stuff.
Listen, that was my strong suit. So, Deputies Thomas, you mentioned earlier that you sat in different roles. A little birdie said that you were the deputy of the Oasis. How long did you sit as the deputy of the Oasis, and how did that prepare you for your role as deputy of the desert?
Yeah, let's see. I was deputy Oasis for about 3 years before a series of unfortunate events launched me into this position. You know, as with all positions in the temple, you know, you prepare yourself. You know, as the illustrious potentate, you're preparing. If you and you know, a Raban or assistant Raban, you always preparing for the next level. So, and us being military folks, you know, that's what we do anyway. All right, we always know where we are and what's the next step, and how do we get there, and constantly preparing yourself to do that. But as Deputy Oasis, you know, it kind of expanded my aperture. It had me looking holistically at temples and administratively at temples. And additionally, I had direct contact with Imperial staff as a Deputy Oasis. But the most important way that position prepared me was to watch the current deputies of the deserts that were over me. All right, watching their successes, watching their failures, and then planning, you know, just in case I had to ever step into that role, you know, what would I do if I was in that role? So, you know, you all heard the saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. All right. And you see in Korea, you know, we're in a unique situation here. I mean, you could be created in October and elected to a Rebond seat in December. Right? That's the operational environment that we operate in here. So, you know, and we constantly push that to any new nobles coming in. All right, you got to be ready. All right, and most of the folks are military, former military anyway. So, you know, they are, I won't say natural leaders, but they have plenty of leadership, formal leadership training. So we look at our members as, you know, leadership. When you get in a position, it's not about what you know as a Shriner. It's about how well you can lead the organization.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tondra, so
yes,
I know you, other people know you, and I know you are strict and by the book. But you also take care. One thing about you take care of your people. So is that true? That's just my opinion, but is it true?
So you've heard, huh?
I've
Yes.
heard.
By the book, yes. But I also believe that every situation, Alehandra, there's an exception. And exceptions can also be possibilities. So I believe that rules, policies, regulations, and protocol are put in place for a reason. So I try to adhere to them. So yeah, by the book, yes. Strict. I wouldn't use the word strict. I'm a very direct person. And yes, I'm caring. And just recently, one of my members told me I'm a selfish leader. So, so yes, I take care of my people, but half the time I think they look at me like blah, 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 you know, when I'm conducting business. And that's my thing. When I'm in business mode, I'm in business mode. But I'll tell you this, though, when it comes to the daughters in the desert of Korea or any daughter in this domain, and or any family in general, there's nothing in the world that I wouldn't do to support that individual, to support the daughters in the desert of Korea or any other daughter needing assistance. But I'm not trying to go to jail, but I'm there to provide that support to them, because one thing I don't do orange too much unless I'm crushing with the diamonds and the defenders of 2K14. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, when we're conducting business, those that know me know it's business. They don't take it personally. And in the end, it's my job to ensure that all members are proficient, ensure that they're taken care of. And I think I do an okay job of that. So, yeah, I would say it's accurate to a certain extent.
Okay, since you take care of everybody, can I get an outfit made from Korea and sent to me for your
You already got one coming in the mail. Why are you talking?
Look at that, baby. But look, we have come to this part where we must ask your final thoughts. So, Tondra, what is your final thoughts? What's something you want to leave the audience so they can remember you by?
Oh, that's when it comes to me, and I think I said it previously, when it comes to me, it's about business. But I firmly believe that as a leader, you must take care of the people that follow you. And as a leader, you must learn how to follow before you can lead. And I think Sidney hit the nail on the head when he said that as leaders, you know, in the desert of Korea, when people become members, we're already looking at them to lead the organization because of the high turnaround over here. So when you, as a leader, you lead from the front, you set the example. And when you set the example, others follow. And if you take care of your people, then guess what? Success will come.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy. Bye, Deputy.
See you later. Deputy Thomas. Now, I know
Yes.
you can come and bring us some of these wise words of wisdom because you've been out here for a long time. So I know you're going to leave us with some good, wise words of wisdom. What's your final thoughts?
No pressure, huh? Okay.
Right.
So it's one thing that I tell, you know, anytime I have a chance to speak to a group or to the nobles or daughters or whatever the case, and I did it at this past gala day. You can never apply 100% of your time on 100% of priorities. Right? So just remember that, you know. So something to think about that, you know, I try and manage my time with is what I call, what is called, I didn't call it, the 80-20 rule, or the 80-20 principle, or the Pareto principle. And, you know, for example, you know, it's a common rule of thumb in business that 80% of your sales comes from 20% of your customers. All right. 80% of the wealth in the world is owned by 20% of the people. Let me bring it a little close to home. 80% of the stress that's caused by your members is done by only 20% of those members. And to really bring it home, 80% of all the work that gets done in the temples and courts is done by 20% of the members. So you can relate to that, right? So you got a temple with 100 folks in it. Yeah, all of them ain't working. Only 20% of that 100 is the ones that you can depend on. So what does that mean? All right, so you focus on that 20%. You can't waste your time on those who don't want to do anything, because you can talk till you're blue in the face and it's just not going to do any good. You focus on the folks who want to do something, and that's that top 20%. Pick the task with the highest reward and the least effort.
See, we ain't got but 20% in my temple too, so I understand.
No, that's across the board. That's across the board. I would even say in the entire imperial domain, is only 20% of all the imperial domain that's actually are shirt wearers or whatever you want to call them, hat wearers. All right. So I like to leave folks with that. Focus on that 20%. All right, because you can't worry. You will worry yourself silly trying to worry about all those folks who don't want to do anything. Right?
All right. That's a final thought for you now. That's
Yeah,
we appreciate you. Thank you, Deputy Thomas. You have a good rest of your day, all right? Or rest of your night.
I am, what time is it? Almost 2 a.m. It's about that time. So.
Go get some rest now.
Yes, sir.
All right, good night. Good morning.
Listen. These some real wise words of wisdom. But before we do anything else, I need to shout out
me?
Deep South. You already know what it is. Deep South going on in Atlanta right now. You know, the South is out here. All the deputies that are not able to actually come to our show because they're at Deep South right now, or all the deputies that can't respond to our emails because they're at Deep South right now, our director up there too, and hopefully he can touch some of them and say, hey, we need y'all on our show. But shout out to the Deep South. You know, it's South all day. Best coalition in the world. Sorry.
So look, session is coming up, right? I don't know if y'all registered or if y'all got your hotels, but if you did not get your hotels, we're going to tell y'all about some hotels that y'all need to look into. So go ahead, Big. Tell them about one of the hotels.
I got to tell them? Okay, listen.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
I'm already registered. But, you know, St. Louis is known for the arch. So if you're going to stay anywhere, you should stay, in my opinion, somewhere near the arch. So, you know, they got the Hyatt Regency up there. It's called the Hyatt. As you can see, this is the Hyatt Regency, St. Louis at the arch. So they got that old style, but you see you got that arch in the back right there. It's a stylish St. Louis hotel. They are known for having access to the convention center. They're right next to the Busch Stadium and the Enterprise Center. And they're actually right there on the Mississippi riverfront. So it's right there in walking distance of everything. The rooms look nice. I'm going to have a king bed, so I ain't going to have to worry about all that. But if you don't have anywhere to stay, they still have vacancies at the Hyatt Regency, St. Louis at the Arch. That's what I want to see. That's a bed right there. I like that.
So look, the other hotel y'all should look into is the Hilton St. Louis at the ballpark.
At the ballpark?
At the ballpark. So this hotel is right by the ballpark village and Bush Stadium. It's walking distance from American Center Convention Complex. The Gateway Arch and Bush Stadium is across the street. It's also 2 blocks away. But during your stay, there's this restaurant in there, the 360 Rooftop Bar. Let me tell you about this restaurant. This restaurant is 400 feet above the street. You got to take this elevator, go up 400 feet. There's a panoramic view of Bush Stadium, the mighty Mississippi River, iconic Gateway, and there's much more. I don't do heights. Y'all know I'm tall and I don't do heights. But I'm going to check this restaurant out because this is a must go to.
See, I like that right there. What kind of drink that is? Now, we got one more hotel that people really ain't been talking about. It's the historic hotel. It's called the St. Louis Union Station Hotel. It's a Hilton hotel, so you can get your Hilton points, Make sure you get your Hilton points. But this hotel has been around since 1894, okay? 1894. And it has that elegant, you see those elegant type of ceilings? Don't forget, they got a 3D light show in this hotel. I'm going to go over there just to look at it because, that's what I like to do. They also have a waterfall in this hotel, and it's also right next to the American Center Convention Center complex, okay? They got the fitness centers in there, and the light show, you might just want to go in there and sit down and have a drink and just watch the lights. So that might just be me because I'm childish. But this is a hotel that if you have not booked yet, they still have availability for you guys, okay?
Man, these some good hotels.
Right. So I also want you guys to know one thing. Today's show is sponsored by who? IMR. We have the Inquisition. Inquisition. It's going to be a show that's going to be hosted by your favorite as host, me. And then we'll bring Alehandra on the back end. Make sure you guys go to the Prince Hall Shriners page. You'll find the documents where you can go ahead and register. We want to call out these classes. I heard Black Ops be out there, Eminence be in there, Red Alert. We want all y'all to get y'all a team of 3. It could be nobles and daughters. And come out here and ask us some of these Black history facts.
You forgot about the one class that matters, the Empire. The Empire. Okay. And once again, y'all could go ahead and start registering for Inquisition starting this Monday in the QR code. Remember that. So the show is live. We showcase a whole bunch of people every month. If you want us to showcase you or you have somebody that you want us to showcase, go ahead and send all information to pr@aeaonms.org right down there.
And we want to thank you guys for coming to this show and, seeing my beautiful face and seeing Alehandra. She be here every now and then. She the more professional one. I just be out here winging it.
No, I'm the one that matters. I'm the funny one. But you know what we gonna do? Because there's so many of y'all in the chat pane, we're gonna go ahead and run Rep Your Set one more time. So go ahead.
Greetings from the Lou, daughter Sherry McGinty, Medina Court, number 15, St. Louis, Missouri. I gotta learn how to talk.
We got the deputy for the Oasis of East St. Louis, desert of Illinois.
We got greetings from daughter Wanda Hammond, Al Karim Court, number 219, Riverdale, Georgia, in the house, South.
We got daughter Yvette Whitmore. She is from Benny Haston Court, number 119, Oasis of Seattle, desert of Washington.
We got Noble Corey Parrish from Rabbi number 8. Stand up.
We got Abdallah Court, number 166, Oasis of High Point, desert of North Carolina.
We got daughter Barbara Young, the illustrious commandress of Altabari Court, number 28, Albany, New York. Stand up. What's up?
We got Michi. What's up, Michi? She's a past commander from Kazar Court, number 117, Oasis of Miami, desert of Florida.
See, she's smart. She spelled it out.
Right there.
Right. We got greetings from Kendall, number 62, Alric Banks. What happened?
Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rep Your Set. So once again, we want to thank y'all for coming out today and tuning into the show. But until next time, we'll call you.
Don't call us. I'm not talking to none of y'all. Bye.
Don't worry, we gonna call you. Where'd he go? He left.